Hi, my name is Gabriella, and I'm honored that John has invited me today to be a part of The Beauty Within and to share my story with you. So, I was raised by a single mom, and my mom unfortunately struggled with drug addiction for a good majority of my childhood. So, I didn't grow up with that typical daughter-mom dynamic where I was able to turn to her for love and guidance in a lot of situations. And I also had an older sister in my home who I endured physical and emotional abuse from. So I learned pretty early on in my life that I was not going to receive the love and attention that I needed at home. And so I turned to other outlets to seek that love that I was missing. And I came up short every time. I was receiving love, quote unquote, but I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel cared for. I didn't feel just desired in any way. And that had a very big impact on my identity and my self-worth. And eventually that caught up to me. And I was then struggling with severe depression and anxiety and suicidal ideations. And unfortunately, those suicidal ideations did catch up to me. And in the beginning of 2022, I attempted to take my own life. And I'm very grateful to God that I was unsuccessful at that attempt to be able to be here and tell you this story today. But at the time, I felt so worthless and hopeless, and I had no passions or desires and no community. And so despite not really knowing Jesus and who he was, I had a yearning after surviving my suicide attempt. I had a yearning to connect with him and to just grow with him. And so for the first time in many years in my life, I went back to church. And in doing so, I was able to learn the truth. And that is that God calls us to just be loved by him and to love one another. And I didn't really understand what love meant until I encountered Jesus for the first time. And I was so overwhelmed in the best way. It was like a breath of fresh air, truly. And I had finally found what I spent years of my life looking for. And the best part is it's free and accessible to everyone who seeks him. And I'm just so grateful that he put that yearning in my heart, because I was very lost and very broken, and he has restored me and literally saved my life. So thank you for listening, and I would just like to thank John again for having me here today. It was an honor to share my story, and it is an honor to be a daughter of the Lord. Okay, I'm all done.
So cute.
I hope that was good. You're welcome to listen to it.
Yeah, that was